Welcome to Infield Fly, episode, I believe this is episode 10?
Something like that.
No, it's April 10. I don't think it's episode 10. I got a little bit confused there, but thanks for joining us. I'm Jonah. That's Tommy's across the way. Tommy, what do we got today?
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Should we number our episodes?
We did at one point in time, but it was
Should we bring it back?
A lot to count. Maybe we could bring it back.
Can we count that high?
I don't know. I think that's going to be
the biggest.
I think it's been about 6-7 episodes so far.
Okay.
of Infield Fly, and this might be the best one yet. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, we got. I mean, we're a couple weeks into the season. It feels like the season's finally kind of in full swing now. And there's a few headlines from this past week. There's some surprising standings in the MLB that we'll get into. I guess the biggest headline from this past week, or at least the most eye-catching, was that fight between Reynaldo Lopez of the Braves and Jorge Soler of the Angels. Did you catch that?
I did. I saw the highlights. I think shout out Wayne Randazzo with a phenomenal call.
Oh, okay.
Former Mets and current Angels television broadcaster. It was a great call. A good fight. Better than most, I think. You know, people refer to I don't think this term is only a thing in the last few years. They call it bench clearing incidents.
Oh, yeah.
Which is when everybody gets out the bench, looks at each other, and goes back. And it's really boring. and people count and people act like that's a highlight. Unfortunately, you remember Game 7 of the World Series?
Yes, I do.
Had a bench clearing incident.
Right.
And it was cool because of the situation. But even still, we don't get this enough. A real fight with haymakers and people getting tackled by 60-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
And just real, true animosity. I think that we still haven't had an Amir Garrett situation in a couple of years, but I do think this is a good thing for the game.
It was exciting to watch. You mentioned Braves manager Walter Weiss. He was the one. He got low and he tackled Jorge Soler and took him to the ground. So shout out to him. He's protecting the players.
Sign him up for the Jets.
Yeah, I know. That's perfect form on the tackle. But my favorite part of that fight, or that incident, it was a fight. Yeah. Was Reynaldo Lopez squaring up to fight with the glove still on his left hand and the ball still in his right hand, and that glove eventually came off during the scrum, but he held on to that ball for the entire incident.
I guess I didn't watch it closely enough. I didn't notice that.
He was throwing punches with the ball in his head.
Wow.
In his hand. So
how do you feel? What do you think of that?
I mean, if that's his ball, he's allowed to use it, and I mean that's what started the incident, I guess, in the first place was throwing a baseball. I mean, I think that's fair game to hold on to a baseball and use it as a weapon.
Well, if you want to throw something at somebody during a fight, during a mound charging situation, historically, people have tried helmets and it hasn't gone very well.
Yeah, Hunter Strickland, Bryce Harper incident.
So maybe you got to go more traditional and throw a baseball at somebody.
Because it's what he does that for a living. It's throw baseballs. So
that would be fun. I mean, Roger Clemens with the bat in the World Series. Then we had the helmet. But when do you think somebody's just going to throw a baseball at somebody?
We'll see.
In a fight. I think that I'll be here for it.
And I know I have a couple other interesting notes on that fight. Jorge Soler, 2021 World Series MVP with the Braves.
That's true.
So yeah, a lot of those Braves, Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna, a lot of them were his teammates. I think Walt Weiss was on the staff in that year as well. So Soler knows these guys well. And you kind of saw after the fight those guys on the Braves coming up to Soler and kind of trying to calm him down. And so I thought that was an interesting note. I don't know if you had any thoughts on that.
It was. I think it is. And it's happened before, I think. I mean, Bryce Harper No, they weren't teammates. That was just an incident from just left over from a year before. Another one that it wasn't quite as dramatic, but it was the Contreras brothers.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was recent.
That was a weird situation. I always get them confused, which is which. But one of them was the catcher, and one of them was the batter, and got upset with very upset with the pitcher.
Yes,
I'm getting my Contreras mixed up.
Yeah, Wilson is the Red Sox,
right? And he was the one
William is the Brewer.
Yelling at, was it Brendan Woodruff?
It might have been, yeah. It was one of the Brewers pitchers.
Right. I just thought that was an interesting situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was thinking of something even more recent. This was maybe last week. Wilson Contreras, he keeps getting hit by the Brewers. That's
what it was.
Yeah. So
that was the incident.
I think he said one of his quotes was like, "The next time I get hit, I'm taking someone out."
But it was just ironic that his brother's the
right
catcher.
there. His brother's like, does he stop him? Do they start fighting?
He's probably doing it on purpose. Like, he probably wouldn't wouldn't be the time to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I guess there's some drama in the.
This is good. It's all good for the game.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm
sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
But I appreciate it. But I just want a higher ratio of fights, of bench clearing brawls to bench clearing incidents. Because in the last few years, the bench clearing incidents, it like pops up, ooh, bench clearing incident, and nothing happened. And I don't want any of that anymore. If you're gonna get off the bench, go fight somebody.
Someone, yeah.
The
funniest part is always seeing the bullpens run out.
Yeah.
It's like, what are they doing that for?
Yeah.
I don't know. And one last note I had on that, Reynaldo Lopez, I watched his major league debut.
Wow.
I forget what year it was, but it was like 2017, 2018. He was a national.
Wow.
He was eventually traded with Lucas Giolito and World
Series.
Series.
That's a name.
Yeah. Lucas Giolito and World Series champion Dane Dunning to the White Sox in exchange for Adam Eaton. So fun fact, I was at Reynaldo Lopez's major league debut.
Thanks for the fun fact.
Yeah.
Well, fun fact.
Yeah.
Sure. That's one of the things we specialize in.
For sure. And moving ahead, another big headline from this last week, Konnor Griffin, the top prospect for the Pirates who was recently called up, he was extended. It was a 9-year, $140 million extension. Konnor Griffin is 19 years old. He turns 20 in 2 weeks from today. He's played 6 games in the major leagues, and he's earning this. He signed the salary or this contract for $140 million. I don't know. Did you have any thoughts on that?
Well, I didn't before because I didn't know that it happened. But I don't know. I'd be intrigued to see what the smart Brian Kennys of the world have to say about it. But I think, I don't know, abstractly, I think it makes sense for the Pirates to do that, because if you're the Pirates, you're never going to spend money until they sell the team, which is not going to happen. So they are where they are financially. And the only way to compete, and some teams have done it, is value. And in order to get excellent value, you have to take a risk.
Exactly.
So that's the type of move that the Mets or the Dodgers or whoever, wow, it's so good. I love saying the Mets when we're talking about the richest teams, wouldn't have to make, because they don't need to gamble in order to get extreme value in order to catch up to the teams that can just buy good players. So it's very risky, because on the other hand, if he's turns out to be Henry Davis,
right,
then you're handcuffed even worse than usual. But I would refer to the talking heads. Well, some of them, not Mark DeRosa. But I think that I could see it making sense, because from the standpoint of trying to catch up to the richer teams in terms of extracting bonus value for money.
Right. Yeah,
for the dollar.
I agree. Yeah, if you are the Pirates, you do have to take risks if you want to win. They also they want to show Paul Skeens that they are trying to win games now, and that they're trying to appeal to
get a center fielder that could figure out where the ball is.
That's true.
While they're at it. But anyway.
And also, it's not like Konnor Griffin's played 6 major league games. It's not like they don't know who he is. They drafted him. They developed him. He's tore up the minor leagues. He played really well. So he has that track record in the minors, and they know that they can continue developing him. He's like incredibly young. I think he's the youngest. I think I might be misinformed here, but Bryce Harper might be the last teenager to play in MLB, but I think that
Bryce Harper, who's won no World Series,
0-time World Series,
silver medal in the World Baseball Classic, though.
Yeah,
couple of them.
Yeah. So like, Konnor Griffin's only going to get better, and I like this that it's a risk that needs to be taken, and it's not misinformed at all. It's not. It's there is like a reason that they're doing this. So I like what the Pirates are doing here. I think about Corbin Carroll. He signed that extension when he played only a few games. That's the one that's notable, that has stood out to me as one that's worked in the team's favor. And so yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, good for the kid. He's signing a $140 million contract in 19 is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's probably more money than I'll ever make.
Yeah.
By just a little bit, maybe.
We'll see about that one.
That's true. You never know. Making millions these days. You can get more. You could even in one stroke of the pen.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see. But no, yes, it seems unlikely that Konnor Griffin's going to be Henry Davis. He's a real thing for now. But it's a high risk. I think it's a necessary move. We don't know. I think the landscape of baseball financially might be about to change drastically in the near future, and who knows how that impacts certain things. But in the landscape that we have now, if you're going to be a small market or act like a small market team and also try and compete with the Dodgers, you're going to have to take some risks and get lucky on them. Mm-hmm. And I think, taking the risk is step one. So,
yeah. And I just think about I see teams doing this, and I really it agonizes me that the Nats aren't doing this. The one guy that they've signed extended pre-arb is the worst catcher in the league, Keibert Ruiz. So they really just need to lock up these guys like Brady House, Dalen Lyle, C.J. Abrams.
I'm going to trade you. I would actually probably not. You have to give us a lot for Luis Torrens.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
Well, speak of the Nats, let's talk about last place teams.
Oh, wow. That's a great idea.
Because not the Nats, but there's some good teams in last place so far.
They were, just to be clear, I think they were 3-2 at one point.
3-1.
3-1, and now they're 4-8.
Yeah, so we'll get into that later. But you look at some of these last place teams, the Red Sox. The Red Sox are in the AL East, which is a tough division. But the Red Sox, the Detroit Tigers, Seattle Mariners, and the Chicago Cubs are all in last place. These were all teams that people were considering to win their division, and they're in. Yeah, they found themselves in last place. Obviously, it's still early in the season. It's probably not time to panic just yet. But yeah, it's not the most promising starts for these teams. And yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's shocking. I mean, it's baseball, so 2 weeks, nothing, in the regular season. Maybe it's shocking, but just the fact that the Red Sox, Tigers, and the Mariners, reasonable people would have picked all three of those teams to win the division this year. So, and they're all literally, in last place, and then the Cubs and the Giants, and of the last place teams, the only team that you would have actually thought would be in last place would be the Nationals.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's early. I don't think it's realistically can extrapolate a ton.
Right.
Especially with, teams have played drastically different schedules in the first 4 or 5 series. But it's interesting. Something to keep an eye on, I think, for now.
Yeah, and I mean, that NL Central is is playing really well. The Cubs are 6-6, so they're not playing bad baseball
they're
at all.
6-7.
They lost today.
Yeah.
So they're 6-7 today, as of today. But yeah, and every other team in the Central is above 500.
Cardinals,
so
which is
the Cardinals
Mets helped them out.
And so did the Nats. So. Well, maybe we take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the Reds. They look good. Brewers obviously always look good. But yeah, it's we'll see how it shakes out. These
the Rockies races. 6-7.
Yeah,
not bad.
The Rockies. So the Rockies started. They started 2 and something. I forget. They started off terribly, as they do. And this week they won 4 games in a row, which I was just really excited about. I mean, we're not going to extrapolate for a 4-game sample, but I don't know. It's just exciting to see Colorado Rockies going
like the Rockies.
A mini streak like that.
Yeah, I was at Rockies opening day. I believe I talked about last time.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
But
yeah, who would have known? Rebound.
They swept the Houston Astros, and they took the last game against the Phillies, and so yeah, that's cool. Somehow their pitching is doing well over there in the thin air of Denver, Colorado. And so I have a couple names that I want to point out to you. First one is Mason Miller. Mason Miller, he continues just to be the best reliever in baseball and just untouchable.
There you go. Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, there you go. That was unintentional. He's hitting 103, above 103 on the radar. He has a scoreless inning streak. Do you want to take a guess on how long that scoreless inning streak is? Reaching back to last season.
30.
It's 27 2/3.
Pretty close.
So, yeah, pretty close. That's just, which is pretty impressive. Like, the Padres have this guy, they can put him in the 9th inning and just know that they're in safe hands if they have a lead. And so that's just one thing I wanted to point out.
Closest he came up to giving up a run was in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, that's true. I guess there's I don't know if you had any thoughts on Mason Miller, but I have another guy. Yeah, he's good. He's good. There's another guy. I mentioned him last week, Sal Stewart, the rookie for the Cincinnati Reds. He hit 2 home runs this past week since we last talked about him. And he currently leads the league in offensive WAR, slugging, and on base plus slugging. So I think I'm designating Sal Stewart as one of my guys for the time being.
A little late for that.
Well, I mean, I pointed him out last week.
Oh, you did. Okay, yeah. I apologize. You did.
Yeah. So I think I'm riding with Sal Stewart.
Oh, 1 WAR already. That's pretty.
Yeah, good. And here's a question, trivia question. Well, I was looking up the leaders in these offensive stats. Which position player leads the league in B WAR?
I was looking at it like a second ago. Andy Paez.
It's Andy Paez, the legend himself, Andy Paez. After that really, really good postseason that he had.
Yeah, I mean,
he comes out. No, he was terrible in the postseason.
I know, but he did make the play of the World Series.
He saved the series last year.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting one. You're right. I mean, that's the frustrating thing about the Dodgers is literally he's like the worst player.
Yeah, right. You get to the 8 or 9 batter, and it's the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
That's all I had on players that I'm watching right now. You want to talk about the Mets?
Yeah, why not? Never hurt anybody. Well, Mets coming in at 7-6. Some good, some bad. Richard Lovelady, pretty good. 4.05 ERA, very solid. Huascar Brazoban has not allowed a run. Neither has Devin Williams or Brooks Raley. So some good things going on with the Mets. Francisco Alvarez, very encouraging. A player that as a Mets fan, we really wanted to see excel this year, break out, former top prospect, had an up and down. He got sent down, then he came back up and was really good, but still overall hasn't really been a plus catcher in his time with the Mets. So super encouraging to see him do really well. Then obviously the Juan Soto injury. I don't think I'm too concerned about that. It doesn't look like it's going to be more than a couple of weeks. Seems like he'll be okay. The Mets pitching has held up solid so far, but the Mets have a positional problem, which is unusual these days, Tommy. You don't see a lot of, with the DH and the expanded roster, this isn't supposed to happen. You're not supposed to have puzzle pieces out of order where you can't put your best 9 out most days. Sometimes, sure, you have to shuffle the outfield or whatever and put a corner outfielder in center, whatever. But in general, with the rosters and the stupid designated hitter rule, it's not supposed to be a problem. And the GM controls a good amount of things. He doesn't control how the players perform at the end of the day. But this is a problem, and it's David Stearns' fault. And to me, that's just not acceptable when you have $350, $375, $32 billion to work with. To put together a roster that's of his own construction, dealing and wheeling all offseason, trading away beloved players, including the first baseman, and replacing them with players that are just out of order. That's not acceptable.
Are you talking about Bo Bichette here? Like,
Bo Bichette, Brett Beatty, Mark Vientos, Jorge Polanco. It's a mishmash. I mean, you have 2 shortstops, Marcus Semien, 3 second basemen, no third baseman, and no first baseman. And then you have Brett Beatty screwing up in the outfield, Carson Bench dropping pop-ups to lose the game. It's actually kind of a disaster, and it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening 2 weeks into the season. Okay, Juan Soto's injured. It sucks, but he's not like he was just like a placeholder. Defensively, he's just like a guy in the corner outfield. So that's not the reason. So all of a sudden, I don't know. Polanco, I heard, was supposed to be the first baseman at one point. I guess that's not happening, and it just turns out that we know defense is important these days. And I just don't understand how you got this genius GM who flips half the roster and he can't put 7 players in 7 positions.
I mean, yeah, it's
it's
like
losing games.
Yeah,
it lost. Carson Bench. I guess he's supposed to be an outfielder. He's just bad. So he said, I don't know. He's young. Give the kid a break, but he's not having a lot of success, defense or offense. But Beatty yesterday, he's missing a play. I mean, Lindor blew a game on defense.
Yeah,
but just in general, like literally don't have a third baseman or a first baseman. I mean, Brett Beatty's like serviceable theoretically, but now they need him to play the outfield. Mark Vientos is terrible. Jorge Polanco is not fit to play defense. And then Bo Bichette is a middle infielder, and Semien. So it's not acceptable. And I get they're 7-6, but it's just not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, if
in this aspect,
fundamental mistakes like that, 7-6 might not be sustainable if you're making simple mistakes like that. But I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe it's new age where it's like, the corner positions, you could just put anybody there. But I don't think that's true.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with
you
that.
don't have to have a star Gold Glover at every position, but over the course of the offseason to fill out 8 positions? Come on.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. I appreciate that rant. That was good. That was very good. Anything else on the Mets?
Anything else? I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio.
Moment of the season so far. Moment of the season.
Walk off.
Okay. Comes up in the 10th inning, fresh off getting called up, already like half a bust with the Mets. He's been up and down, but he comes up his first at bat of the season in the 10th inning and he hits a walk-off. That was awesome.
Shout out to Ronnie Mauricio. Yes. The bright spot of the Mets season.
Absolutely.
So far. There you go.
And on a high note.
Yeah. And you know what? You're playing better than the Nats. The Nats are 4-8. I mean, it's better than the alternative, right? Yeah, the Nats are 4-8. Which the reason they've only won 4 of their 12 games is 100% the pitching. Starting pitching, relief, all of it's bad. I'm gonna give you some stats, offensive stats for the Nats. The Nats are fourth in batting average in the MLB. The Nats are fourth in batting average, third in runs scored.
It's not the MLB, by the way.
We talked about this already.
Oh, we did talk about this already.
And I colloquially
but
say
it's just,
the MLB.
All right, fine.
Because that's how people talk.
Yeah, well, we were instructed by a person with high pedigree that it's MLB, but go on.
Well, I say it's the MLB.
Okay.
So. They're fourth in batting average, third in runs scored, tied for third in home runs.
Should be a good team.
Should be a good. They should be winning games, but they're not. I don't know. Miles Michaelis is
one of the worst. I mean, it's early, but could be one of the worst pitchers in the history of Major League of MLB.
I know. Yeah. When it's all said and done, he might. If we keep trotting him out there, we have players in the minor leagues who are pitching 10 times better than. Yeah, that's true. I guess we need him.
Probably pitch a little bit better.
The Nats team ERA is 6.06.
Really?
Which is the worst in the entire league.
Imagine, over the course of a season, that would be the worst in MLB history.
Yeah, I know. And the Astros are
better than that.
Astros are at 6.05, and no one else is within one run.
Yeah.
So it's bad.
And Dickie Lovelady's at 4.05, and they cut him before the season.
Right. But I don't know. I watch this. I keep watching this team, and because I'm encouraged by what I see on the offensive side.
That's not why you keep watching the team. You still watch them anyway.
Yeah, because exactly. But the young guys in the lineup are playing well. Brady House is just simply good. James Wood, he had a really tough start to the season.
Where did he go to high school?
He went to St. John's College High School, where I went to before transferring to IMG Academy in Florida. That? Yeah. In the last 4 games, so he had the rough start to the season, striking out every at bat. Wow. That's hyperbole.
That's not good.
Yeah, not good.
Even as hyperbole, it's not good.
The last 4 games, he's 7 for 15. He's 3 home runs. 7 RBI, 7 runs, 4 walks, and maybe most importantly, 2 strikeouts in the last 4 games. So
wow,
I think that he's turning it around.
Okay, Luis Ariz.
Yeah, maybe Luis Ariz. Except he's hitting balls over 110 miles per hour on a consistent basis. He hit one like 116 miles an hour the other day on a single. He's hitting 114. He had 2 of those in the last week. He just needs to get the bat on the ball. He hits it hard. Seems like he's changed his approach somehow from the first week of the season. And so I'm encouraged by what I see from James Wood. I think after the rough start, I think he's due for another pretty good season. That's all I have on the Nats. I don't want to talk about them anymore after that.
Well, we'll go back to that certainly. I think we'll check getting in on the Mets and the Nats. It's going to be a regular part of our infield fly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How are we doing on time, Tommy? You're our official time pitch clock operator.
Yeah. Well, I've not been paying attention.
All right. Well, we'll keep going.
Yeah.
So, I went to the White Sox game on Monday.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I sat in the upper deck all by myself, nobody around. Mm-hmm. Tried to sit far enough away from a kid so that if there was a foul ball, I would be able to keep it.
True.
Had to move a couple sections over at one point, but I didn't get a foul ball anyway.
Yeah.
But it was 35 degrees. It was a great game. It was 2-1.
Mm-hmm. Against the
Ryan
Orioles, right?
Helsley, of all people, got the save.
There you go.
As you know what he did last season.
He was bad. Really bad for the Mets.
Really bad for the Mets, who missed the playoffs by 1 game. So anyways, I got to see Pete Alonso, 0 for 4 or 5, and Ryan Helsley got the save. Oh, Luis Angel Acuna, Enrico Garcia, so many former Mets. It was almost like a Mets game anyway.
That's good. That's good.
But it was very exciting. It's a great spot to catch a game on a Monday night. And it's just, I just maybe fall. Well, they didn't make me, but it made me realize that baseball, it literally is the best thing in the world.
Yeah, you can. I've gone to games by myself all the time. Yeah. It's just like you can never not have a good time. If it's 35 degrees, difficult. I don't know. I've never been to. I still haven't been to Rate Field yet.
Really?
I'm excited to go. The Nats are playing there in a couple weeks. Maybe we'll try to go to another game before that. But I'm excited to see it. I love seeing new ballparks. And this weekend, well, tomorrow I'm going to the Cubs Pirates at Wrigley, and are you going to that game?
Maybe. I have to figure out just some logistics situations to figure out. I hope so.
Oh, yeah. And then on Sunday, we are going to Miller Park.
Miller Park. No. American Family Field.
American Family Field in Milwaukee to watch the 4-8 Nationals, maybe 4-10 at the time. By the time it's Sunday, play the Milwaukee Brewers. Have you been to that stadium before?
No, that's going to be
okay.
16 for me.
There you go.
That's a milestone. Well, 15 was a milestone when I saw the Marlins Park. 16, more than half.
More than half.
That means that I've basically lived more than half of my life, and I'm, 25. I'm ahead of the pace.
You're ahead of the curve. I'm excited to go to that game, see the Nats again.
Yeah. I'm excited to see you see the Nats.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Especially because they'll lose. And
exactly. I think it's, who's pitch? Yeah, Brandon Woodruff is facing Foster Griffin.
Do you always look up the probable pitchers before you go to a game?
Yes, I do. I
think
time.
a lot of people do. I just remember like a lot of my friends do. I don't think I've ever done that.
Really? Wow.
Maybe not never. Okay, I shouldn't say never. I'm sure I have in the past, but usually I find out who the probable pitchers are when I walk into the park.
I do it. I do it every time. Tomorrow I'm seeing Edward Cabrera face. There's another Ashcraft in the league on the Pirates. One. Yeah, I forget his first name, but his name's Ashcraft.
Wow.
But yeah, that's what we got coming up. We'll see. We'll
report back.
Yeah, we'll report back.
At some point, we'll have our official ballpark rankings.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, after I think right field will be number 14 for me. So we'll get some good lists going here.
Maybe we have a guest on. We have certain guests that want to be on the show, and they'll be great guests, and we'll have them. Certain guests that don't want to be on the show, but would be great guests.
I think everyone wants to be on our show. Everyone's like begging us.
That's true. It's in high demand.
It's really high demand.
It's it is true. Actually, kind of is. I mean, it really. We're not lying. You only get truth on this show.
We've never had as guests. On the show.
But just trust. There's people who want to come onto the show.
All right,
and they probably will. All right. Well, it's time for Stump Tommy. And I'm going to give you probably the easiest Stump Tommy question. And no hands on the keyboard. I don't trust you. I'm assuming you don't have it pulled up now. But anyway, no hands on the keyboard so you answer the question. This is probably the easiest one. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's possible. Eric Sabrowski. You know who that is?
Not particularly.
He's a pitcher on the... Oh, sorry, I almost said it. Guardians. And he leads the major leagues in holds.
Nice.
Similar to how my fantasy team, which is called Meet the Mets, is tied for our league lead in holds.
Nice.
Our best category.
Yeah.
How many holds do you think it takes right now to lead the league in holds?
Eric Sabrowski, Cleveland Guardian.
This one's possible.
Yeah, Cleveland Guardian. It's been around 13 games so far. They've won maybe 7 or 8. I'm going to say he has 3 holds.
Oh, I thought you had a chance to get it. Wow, off by 2.
No. How many was it? He has 5.
He's 5.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad you figured that good math. But he's 5 holds. Abner Uribe.
Oh, shout out. We'll see him on Sunday.
And Brad Keller and Tim Hill all have 3 holds.
Nice.
Yeah, he leads the whole league by himself with 5 holds. Taylor Clark, Juan Murillo, Jojo Romero, Tony Santillan, and Tyler Wells, who I believe I actually saw one of his holds in person. They all have 4 holds.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite stats.
I love holds.
We'll have another discussion about stats, maybe with Tyler Bednar.
Yeah. Shout out to holds people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys. Well, I think all we have to do now is name a player.
Name a player. Speaking of holds, Mets legend, and I don't know off the top of my head, but I bet he's got a lot of holds. Pedro Feliciano, the late Pedro Feliciano.
Nice.
Great player.
I'm going with one of my favorites as a kid, Grady Sizemore.
Wow, I remember Grady Sizemore.
Yeah, good ball player. Good ball player.
Yes. Former interim manager of the White Sox.
That's true. Chicago legend.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us, Tommy. Will it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We will pick it up next time. Talk about American Family Field and other stuff. Maybe even a special guest. You'll have to tune in and find out. That's all for today on Infield Fly from 303 East Wacker Drive. For Tommy, this is Jonah. Have a good one.